Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Lucky Week 13 is underway. Everyone hoping for some good fortune as we enter the home stretch. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Trap 60, trap 60. 79 Bronco.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 29. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Daniels from the pistol. He fires one deep down the middle. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Panthers regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Hand off to the back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
From the 39. That's caught, Devon Achane. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Willis to throw it. Connecting on the slant. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
They're now set for 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. Staying on the ground here with Achane. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. He'll get 3, but much work left for him on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Here we go, Shaq.
This throw is cut. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Time for our 2nd quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points.
Here we go.
Achane. And he gets in, touchdown. The Panthers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Devon Achane with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Hut, hut.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go. Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Completed to his running back. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat. Let's go. Hut.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And he even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Set.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
19 Lion. Let's go now. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Cup 19. Cup 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready, ready.
3rd and short, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They motion the slot man right.
Go.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He has it at the 5. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready, ready. Set go.
Complete on the option. Touchdown, Atlanta. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your 2nd read. His 1st broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. The Panthers with a long ways to go for a score. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Willis. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And this is one of those situations where, Kate, even as a former QB, I really feel for these corners in this league. They got the hardest job in football, sticking the guys on these routes and on a comebacker in particular, where that receiver breaks it off. Man, that can be so difficult to defend.
Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they bring him down around the 34. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going play action. He rolls to his right. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's 1st and 15. Willis now. Achane reels it in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
From the 27. That's brought in by Jennings. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
From the red zone now. Has a man, it's Achane. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Throwing it again here. This one's caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Falcons going nickel to defend this 3rd down play. He finds him right side. He has the Carolina touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. On first down, here's Daniels. And the Panthers are there to bring him down. Offense up to the line fast. He'll throw it. He's throwing deep to the left side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Panthers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Willis. Able to find Achane. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go now.
To throw, here's Willis. Dump off caught by his back. Continuing to move past the 45. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Here's Willis to the air. That one's incomplete over the middle. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. So 2nd down coming up.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Willis looking to throw. Complete out to the right side. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Willis to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That play good for 17 and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Running with Achane out of the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
He was brought
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, go.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd and 3. Got a man, Bowers has it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Falcons will have a 1st. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go, here we go. Warrior 70.
Man in motion, headed right. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Hauled in left side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Panther 11, down. Buffalo 18.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 6 now. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons start the 2nd half with some needed points. Brock Bowers, the touchdown! When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. 18, right here.
Throwing is Willis. He's got it over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's the Panthers in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Let's go now.
A-chain again. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense in the hurry up here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Buying some time, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the 4th quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
Brought in right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
That one gains 7, and it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it, I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time they really need to pick up a few yards.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, a give to A-Chain. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Looking to throw. A-Chan reels it in. And he gets this forward to the 19. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 Bobcats, 60. Here we go. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hup.
Play fake here, Daniels. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Panthers get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Ready,
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Handoff running left, A-Chain. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
go!
They go play action on 1st. Short pass caught by his tight end. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco switch. Ready.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Right up the gut. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go now. Go.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's brought down for a loss. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
19 Lion. Dragon 60. Ready. Set go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
Top 19.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Cut for big yards on the right side. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
We're down inside the final 90 seconds as they line up for the all-important onside kick. think the Falcons got that one back. Oh, they did! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He lets one fly deep downfield. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers stretch it to a 2-score game in the fourth. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here, 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers bump the lead up to 13 points. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Set. Check smash.
They kick the running back in motion.
Buffalo 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. Hut, hut.
Daniels on 1st down. Hits his running back. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. From the gun, it's Daniels. On the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. And they're trying something here. They fake the spike. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the 1st down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And looks like the Panthers are in the dime. Yep, ton of DBs out there. 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Caught by the open man. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that 1st down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
On 1st down, they'll run. Still going past the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say goodbye from Atlanta.